everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Redskins are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Cowboys team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down is Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Smith on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. From the gun, here's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second and 10, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Prescott now on second down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A first down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. In motion here is Witten. On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They run the counter now on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A give to Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In motion left comes Williams. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And now running right through him. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. On second down, here's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Handoff left. Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down and goal to go from the 7. Williams, a man in motion right. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep. Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the play clock's running down. And now here's a carry heading left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion left comes Williams. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
To throw on second down, Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Smith now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
And this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing again is Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's a 27-10 score now. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The give is to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion here is Witten. On third down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last throw here for Smith. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time.